let's face it, the vast majority of chess improvement advice is pretty indulgent. I mean, who has time to study loads of grandmaster games, play tons of over-the-board classical chess, do calculation exercises, and study a whole endgame manual? It's just elite players talking to other strong players. I mean, you like chess, but not that much. You take it seriously, but not that much. It's a kind of recreational pastime. And so you're wondering about how to optimize your use of time to keep things ticking along in your chess, but leave time for all the good stuff in life, like dating glamorous people, driving fast cars, and scrolling TikTok videos. Now, you have a family, and you have a career. And if you're a kid, you got schoolwork. There's no money in chess. You got to think about your wealth in the future. And so, good luck with that. So in this video, I'm going to give you my training schedule, which got me to about 1700 chess.com rapid, which isn't an elite rating, but is a solid foundation, working from scratch, where we're going to invest about 6 hours per week of doing solid chess stuff. All right, so the first thing you want to do is dump the Caro gun. I mean, have a look at this, guys. After e4, c6, d4, d5, e5, c5, c3, how many pawn moves do you want to make, guys? Where is this game going? It's been reached 3.2 million times in the Lichess database. Don't you people ever learn? That's okay. If you want to play the Caro-Kann, that's absolutely fine. Unfortunately, there are now millions of chess YouTubers talking about it. Okay, so about 4 days a week, we're going to spend playing and analyzing. So about 45 minutes per day. That totals about 3 hours. We're going to open up with 10 minutes of chess.com's Puzzle Rush feature. If you don't want to pay for a chess.com membership, go with Lichess, free and open source. Use PuzzleStorm, PuzzleStreak. And the whole point of this is that we're going to try and solve as many easy puzzles as we can in a narrow time window. And they're going to get harder. And so let's have some humility. At the low levels, games are not decided by intricate, complicated tactics. They're decided by basic blunders, some fork, some discovered check, some double attack. Okay? And so there's a whole bunch of people out there that spend way too much time on their puzzle rating. I used to be like this. And so they go on a date, right? And you're talking about chess on your date, as you do. And they say to their date, oh, I got a 2500 rating on chess.com. And the date's like, oh, wow, you play with grandmasters. And like, oh, no, it's a puzzle rating. There's not gonna be no second date, guys, right? Focus on the easy stuff, repeating the basic tactics. That's where the wins and losses are decided. After this, we're obviously going to play chess. So play for about half an hour. In theory, 2 10-minute rapid games can last 40 minutes, but with resignations, blunders, let's say we can fit in about 2 to 3 rapid games over half an hour. Follow this up with about 5 minutes of analysis. That's where I'm getting my 45 minutes from in total per day. And so obviously the more analysis you do, the better. But again, if you're tight for time, you've got things to do. What I tend to do is look for some kind of opening mistake, check it against the Chessable courses that I have. I believe in studying openings. You might feel differently. So I like to check the line that I played against the line recommended by a title player in a Chessable course. It future-proofs my chess. Obviously, we're looking for some tactic that we miss. Chess is 99% tactics. And very finally, to stop ourselves from plateauing, making sure that we have good ideas in games, I'm looking for some kind of idea in the game. Some pawn break, which doesn't necessarily decide who wins or loses, but helps you to get into a commanding position. And so what you realize as you get better at chess is that you can induce a blunder from your opponent when you put them under a lot of pressure. And so you're looking for some kind of idea the engine sees that you missed. Okay, so on day 5 or about 1 day a week, I like to play over the board classical chess. In reality, it's about once every fortnight. I play in a league game where the game could in theory last multiple hours, but with basic blunders at lower level, it might be over in an hour. And so obviously I'm lying here about the time commitment. There's obviously a time involved in commuting to a place. If you don't want to play over the board classical chess, you could obviously do that online, but I don't like to do that because I'm always worried about kind of cheating. And so the whole point of this is that we need to train our ability to calculate. Rapid chess online is just blitz plus plus. Yeah, you can think a little bit, but at the end of the day, you come up with a few candidate moves, think about it, some basic variations, and then you just got to keep moving. Playing over the board classical chess, slowing it right down, will help you to look more deeply, help you to calculate, which is going to help you in the long run. Very finally, what I find is that chess can become kind of monotonous, two-dimensional online world. You're not dealing with people. Just going over the board to a local chess club will help you to immerse yourself in people. Their energy, their enthusiasm for the game will rub off on you and will keep you going. Okay, so day 6 or about 1 day a week, I like to go over grandmaster games in the openings that I play. That's the key point, in the openings that you play. Okay, if you have all the time in the world, you study any old game. However, it helps if you keep it in the opening that you played. Look at the direction in which that title player is taking the game and why they're doing that. Obviously, it may be a long time before you play such a deep line, but you want to understand why this person is taking this game in this direction. And so, as an example, I was studying this game by Aaron Nimzovich where he was playing b3. It's a game from a long time ago. It's a classic where he has this idea of playing knight e5, f4, doing a rook lift to f3, playing rook g3, playing queen g4, and trying to assault the black king. And this is just an idea I took into my own games, which helped my own chess. Okay, so on day 7, or about 1 day a week, I like to do 1 hour endgame studies. So I have a chessable course, 100 Endgames You Must Know, which is a famous book by Grandmaster Jesus de Avila, turned into a chessable course. Now, I'll be honest, sometimes I look at this, sometimes I don't. I find endgame stuff really boring, but you know, we got to do it. We've got to future-proof our chess. And so I put here /blitz, because at the end of the day, chess has got to be fun, got to be entertaining. Just do whatever you have to do to keep going in the game. I met a strong player once who said something like, there is no calculation without intuition. Blitz just helps your ability to think on your feet, especially if you're analyzing your games. And so if all you can do is play a few blitz games on this 7th day, then just go ahead and play it. We want to keep our cadence up in the game. So let me put the whole training program up on the screen for you right now, and hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for your time.